Hi HCGers, this is HCG Berry Babe, and I'm doing my stats and Fat But Foxy stats. For myself, on day 15, very low calorie diet, lost 0.2, and this morning 0.3. I was 159.4 today. I'm 4.7 under LDW. Wanted to be sure to check in tonight because I'm not so sure I'll have good news in the morning. The little salty things, whole grain but kind of salty, got me. And then there was this long phallic looking yellow thing, and I'm having really nice burps. Not good news. Tastes good, not good news. Fat But Foxy's doing much better. She was down 2 days ago to 11.8, which was 0.4 down, and today she had 1.4 for a total of 5.4 pounds in 4 very low calorie days. Funny, this morning about 8:30 she called me and I had just put my drops in, and I could see on my phone that it was her, and I'm like, She says, "Are you doing it?" I said, She said, "Call me when you're done." So I texted her and she texted me back. Well, then when I called her back, she had her drops in. So I was thinking, maybe injections would be better because then I wouldn't get stuck on the phone, but I'm too late in the game this round to think about that. But she and I have had this ongoing conversation about exercise, and the day that she had gone and done water aerobics, she had a 0.4 loss. Yesterday she went out to a different location to do water aerobics or maybe a walk. They didn't have it because they had canceled it or had it at a different time or something, and the group didn't do the walking, and she was 1.4 down. So I said to her, I don't know if there's anything to that. You just might want to keep an eye on it. That's why it's a good idea to keep a log, so that if you start seeing a pattern, if you're losing well after the days you don't exercise, then that's telling you something. She has fibromyalgia, so it's possible that the exercise inflames her more than it helps. I know with my diabetes, the educator kept saying, exercise, exercise, you'll burn off your blood sugar. But for me, my blood sugar would increase after exercise because my body perceived it as too much stress. So I probably know why my eating's out of whack tonight. Besides the usual 160, 159, 160, 159 deal, it's hard for me with a decade, and it's hard for me with a decade. I've been hanging on, and I'm just puttering, even being really good, really puttering. And I know that you guys that have had 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, everybody says, be patient, it'll come, it'll come. I'm like a jackrabbit. You know, I tease Joanne that she's like the tortoise, slow and steady wins the race, and I'm like the jackrabbit. I'm the hare. I'm bouncing all over the place. I'm cheating, I'm going up, then I lose pretty well, and then I go up, and then I lose pretty well. But she's steady down, steady down, steady down, and here I am back at the 160 point again. So today my husband and I went downtown to look at that little building that I just really would like to open my counseling practice in. And it's just teeny tiny. I took some pictures. But when he picked up the key, he knows the woman at the chamber, and when he picked up the key, she said, well, somebody is looking at the property on Saturday to purchase it. So I can't really afford it, but it would be really good to have a storefront right there on Main Street to have a presence. And it's so tricky having people come to the house. We have 2 beagles that make noise. We have a long driveway without a lot of extra parking. And then you have to always keep the bathroom clean. You know, it's a pain in the rear. So we went and looked at it, and it smells kind of musty, but it would be just right for me. There's a bigger room in the front where I could see clients, and there'd be enough room to have 10 people for a group, and then there's a space in the back with a window to the front where I could have my desk and keep my bookcases and that sort of thing. So it's one of those, you know, trying to visualize, but at the same time trying to stay realistic. So what will be will be. And downtown stores come and go. I had a little office downtown many years ago before I started teaching, and several people were in and out of that place before me, and several people were in and out of that place after me. So even if this person does buy it and put a business in there, the business may not go, and it may be available again at a later date when I'm in a better financial position. I don't know. It's kind of a catch-22. You don't have really the money to put. It's $400 a month plus $200 utilities plus $100 water, and then all the other incidental licenses and fees, and got to keep the front plowed and the back plowed. And my accountant used to say, well, it's only 2%, it's only 3%. It's like 3% of nothing is a lot when you don't have it. So, you know, on one hand, my husband's being supportive in calling the people. He knows the people at the former Chamber of Commerce. But on the other hand, it makes it harder. And I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't go and look at it. But I did. So there's all that inner turmoil going on. And I'm working hard to try and not eat over it, one day at a time. So that's all for now. Bye-bye.